Good morning, Delray Beach. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Jamil.
And we are here at one of our favorite places in town. I feel like this really is a meeting place for so many people to do business, catch up with old friends, and make new ones.
I totally agree. And guess what? Sitting here right now, I just feel like we're disturbing people. But I know a lot of people, you got people in here working right now. They have their little side breakout rooms. You know, people are having breakfast. You know, some people coming in just to read the newspaper. So you have a different variety of things that's happening right here.
And we are at Capital One Café, and it would be crazy not to talk about the delicious beverages that they have here. I mean, I'm such a fan of coffee, and they do it right. And I tried the honey lavender latte today. It's delicious. And then Jamel does not drink coffee.
So I have a hibiscus tea with a little splash of lemonade.
Yeah.
You know, so,
and I think they do. I've had the tea here too, and there's other places down the street. I don't think their tea is as good as here. We're not mentioning any names, but
she's always throwing jabs at people. But anyways, how was your weekend? Like, what did you do? Anything exciting?
Well, my new collection came back from Dallas, so thank you again to everybody who jumped in to support us after the fire we had and lost our whole year of work. We didn't think we were going to be able to do it, but we officially can now say we made a new collection. It went to Dallas last week and was really well received, and then we shoot it this week, and then we go to Atlanta and then New York. So with all of your help and support, I think it was all the love that Delray Beach gave us that really helped us know that we could do it, and my team and I somehow made a miracle happen for ourselves.
That's great. I mean, sometimes when you feel like you're back up against the wall, and sometimes you don't even want to reach out to people. But guess what you did? I mean, you made one little call of service, and a lot of people came running to assist you. So that's really good.
And I think it was one of those moments. I mean, we talk every single week about how special Delray Beach is and what a beautiful community we have. But I had never been on the receiving end. You know, we're usually on the end of getting people together to do things like for the library or for all the different organizations in town. But to have so many people hear that I needed something and showed up, and I didn't want to talk about it. You remember, I didn't want to talk about it. Everyone begged me to talk about it. And so many people showed up. I started crying. I'm like trying not to cry again, guys. But I mean, it was traumatic for all of us to lose everything from a year and lots of money and time and love. But yeah, we did it. So thank you again so much to all of you for all of your support.
Yes.
And you had some fun this week, and I missed it because I was busy working. But you had a great time.
Allie Kaufman, Space of Mind, did their fundraiser, Pub at the Hub. It had a New Orleans type of theme to it. I mean, a lot of restaurants were there that was sample, had different foods. I mean, every room that you went in, it was like a different theme with a different plate of food, but everything surrounding like that Creole thing around New Orleans. And, you know, it was just a fun, high energy place for a good cause.
Well, I think she is definitely a perfect example of one of those people in town that jump in, they want to help the community, they want to help kids, they don't just talk about it, they show up and they do it, and they put on a show at Space of Mind.
She had a nice crowd thing. She ended up selling out. You know, they had raffles. I mean, it was a fun place over in her classroom hub, you know, that new building that she has right next to the school. So I have to give kudos to her and her team for putting on an awesome event. And it was a well thought out fundraiser. So
we have a video so you can make us feel even more jealous, those of us that missed it.
Yeah.
So all of the things that you got to see that we missed, he got to see firsthand.
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
I did. So right now they're probably looking at all of the food and everything that was there.
I'm glad I'm not watching. I'm glad I'm not watching.
I mean, it was so many different things. So
I'm already hungry, Jamel. And then you're just showing us gumbo. That's not right. That's not right.
But I mean, from Dada, they had all of the different restaurants that are along the avenue partner and come in and do some of the food. So I know they did a really good job over there.
And they always do. I think, like I said, Allie is one of those people which every event that she puts on is so unique, so creative, and she gets so many people involved to really make sure that everybody who attends has a great time, and they raise money for whatever they're raising it for at that time.
Awesome job. Kudos to you, Allie, and your team.
Yay!
So, you know, you was talking about creativity, and you're talking about Allie and what she's doing over there. I mean, this next guy, when you talk about creativity, creativity is in the name.
Yep.
You know, so, and the name is Butterfly Kitchen, and we're going to bring on Tony. He's the co-owner of Butterfly Kitchens. He's going to come over and talk to us about...
Hi.
Hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing? Want me right here?
Yeah, come on. Grab a seat.
All right.
So, first of all, I love the name Butterfly Kitchen.
Thank you.
How did you come up with this name?
We went through a whole lot of ideas. My sister owns a PR firm, and one of my best friends is Tanya's like Butterfly Kitchens, and we're like, I love the name. And my partner Darren was like, it's a cool name, it transforms, but it's a little feminine. I'm like, but that's the best part. Women make the decision when it comes to kitchens.
Yes, and I would pick that out of a list. And
Right?
Butterfly Kitchens, let's call them.
Totally. And then two big guys walk in with the Butterfly Kitchens, and it just
You're like, what?
growing
Wait,
on us.
are you sure?
You guys should walk in with some butterfly wings, like just put them.
Absolutely.
I'll make you You got to come gliding in with the butterfly. But it is, I think it's an exact metaphor for what you're doing.
Absolutely.
You have this transformation and you go from this caterpillar, which is nice, it's not terrible, and then it becomes this beautiful butterfly.
Well, you know, a lot of times in your home, you know, when you first get a home or you first move in, you're so excited about it. And then probably a couple years down the line, you're like, oh, this is kind of boring. I want to do something.
Absolutely.
I want to have a little project. So if somebody have that idea, like what's the steps into actually getting you guys in it?
Well, the kitchen's the heartbeat of the house.
Right.
That is where the most memories are, usually the most memories are created.
Right.
But, you know, it can be a very overwhelming experience to get a new kitchen.
Yes.
So we've really just tried to simplify the process and bring in a lot of really good customer service. So we've kind of broken it down into a 3-step process. First step is get us measurements or have us come out just to do measurements. We'll sit down and do the design together. That's step 1.
Okay.
The second part is we'll actually have you design it with us, and we'll be able to give you a price. That's step 2. Step 3 is let's just get this thing going, because the whole thing should be finished in about 3 to 4 weeks.
Wow, that's a fast turn time
from
for a
when we
kitchen.
start.
Yeah, but
Okay.
even so, to get the materials and all the steps that you guys have on the back end, that's a lot of work to do in
But
a
it's
small
really
amount of
not.
time.
Like it seems like it, but
Yeah.
it's not. And that's really
You're the
once
expert.
you are the expert.
For me, it would be 5
Her
years.
brain is like,
I'd be like, I'm like, check.
No, it moves. Once the job is demoed, it really is only a week of downtime. The key is to minimize the downtime,
Yes.
because the more construction is, the more headaches. And we just want to be done as quick as possible. And it's usually a 2-week process from beginning to end once it starts.
Wow.
And what's and that project? So let's say the depth of the project, is it a whole brand new kitchen? Is it just refurbishing or reconditioning
Can
cabinets?
you do new cabinets?
We are all about new cabinets. Now, like our competition is refacing, where you're just getting new cabinet doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if people knew the cost of that compared to new cabinets, they would never reface their cabinets.
And you get the whole.
You just get a brand new
thing.
cabinet. I mean, refacing is the ultimate lipstick on a pig. It's still not a very good cabinet. You still got a crappy box.
Yep.
Where you can get a new kitchen that with your fingerprint on it for a really affordable cost nowadays.
Wow.
Point.
So when someone comes to you, so say I'm like, oh, my kitchen, I can't deal with this kitchen anymore, and I am overwhelmed, and I don't even know where to start in figuring out what I even want in my kitchen. How do I come to you?
Send me pictures
to
of your kitchen.
Okay.
From the pictures, I can do pretty much a measurement.
Okay.
And then we can either meet in person or do it over Zoom.
Wow.
And within an hour, you will see your new kitchen 3D, and you'll know exactly how much it's going to cost.
Wow, so for anybody who lives here part of the year and somewhere else the other part of the year, you can do this from up north, and you could come
Absolutely.
back and they could come and meet you,
Absolutely.
and you could have a brand new kitchen in a couple weeks.
Absolutely.
I mean, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Right? I need a new kitchen, Solomon. We're here, a new kitchen. I need one.
Solomon's like, why did you guys book that guy to come on the show?
I'm like, I know exactly what I'm doing this year.
We would love to help.
So have you had any projects that you are like, oh no, we don't want to do this again? Or is there anything too big or too small for you?
No, we just wrapped up a project in Fort Myers where their home got crushed by the hurricane. I know, sad. And we weren't even there. The whole job has been done, though.
Wow.
And it was a little tough, but they were really easy to work with. They had a great crew, and their kitchen is back to life again.
You know,
That's a big deal.
The one thing I like about a kitchen, and you mentioned this when you came on, is just that memories are made there. You know, back in the days coming up, the kitchen was the hidden part of a home.
Yeah.
And the living room was the focal part.
Yeah.
So now the kitchen is really the focal part, because when I have family and friends come over, we all just stand around in
Yes.
the kitchen.
The kitchen island.
Always.
The kitchen island is the life of the party.
Yes.
That's where
Yes.
everyone spends their time.
Yes.
At the
Yes.
kitchen island.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's true. No matter how you set up everything else, you'll be cooking in the kitchen, and they all wind up there.
Absolutely.
Right.
I'm
Absolutely.
like, guys, can you get out?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So for people that's looking at it right now and saying like, oh my gosh, I really want to just get get a mock-up and try to see what it'll look like.
Yep.
What's the website? What's the information?
It's butterflykitchens.com, and we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we're working on growing our. What's the short video one where they
TikTok?
do Reels? TikTok,
Oh,
yeah. So we're having some of those going on.
Okay.
Having fun with that.
Yeah.
But we're happy to mock it up for you and let you see it and even break down the cost, and it will take 45 minutes.
Wow. So if this is something that you've been wanting to do, it's on your list of things you'll get to eventually, it can happen a little faster for you because Butterfly Kitchens can make this happen really quickly and with great results.
Yep.
I say
You can't beat that.
I say reach out, go on their website, send those pictures, at least get that mock-up, because in your head it probably hasn't came to life yet.
Yeah.
But reach out to these guys and let them go ahead and give you a mock-up. So when you see that mock-up, you're gonna be like, wow.
Yeah.
And you can, the other thing too is like, I think a lot of times construction people can be intimidating, or you're talking to a firm and you're like, oh, I don't know. I mean, I have to say, Tony, you are so warm, and I mean, I would love to be able.
Blushing over here right now.
Him and his partner are both so lovely that I wouldn't be scared to ask you questions. I would feel comfortable being, being confused a little bit on where I'm going with my kitchen.
We're just normal guys.
I'm blushing for Tony.
Yeah, you're blushing. But no, it is, and I think that's so important, especially when people are coming in your home, right? And they're working on something in your home. You don't want people that scare you in your home, just as a general statement.
Right.
So when people are working on your home, I feel like you also want that same warmth in the space and that love and, like you said, customer service. I think it's a big deal.
That is huge, and that's been the one thing we've heard a lot about down here is people don't return their calls.
Yeah,
and
no.
We are really good about all that sort of stuff. So we're excited to be here and really looking forward to growing and helping people create some memories here in Chicago.
Amazing. Is there anything else that you want people to know about?
My best friend should be up here with me, but he knows that I'm more of the extrovert.
He didn't want to come. We scared him off. He says, He said, I want nothing to do with you guys over there.
Yeah.
But he's having a beverage and enjoying himself, watching you have to do the heavy lifting here.
That's how it goes.
Well, thank you so much for everything.
We'll see you guys around.
We'll see you soon. Thank you, Tony. I mean, Jamel, you keep saying that you need some things done in your kitchen. We found the person for you.
Take some pictures and send it to him.
Send them over. Yes. Send him those photos.
Yes, most definitely.
Another group of people that have been on this show countless times because they're always doing something wonderful in the community is the Milagro Center.
Yes.
And today we have Rick, the Senior Director of Creative Services, and Tina, the Marketing Associate from Milagro Center, joining us.
Hello, how are you guys doing?
Welcome.
How's it going?
So, anybody who's watched our show for a long time, they know who you guys are. They know the Milagro Center. You are always doing something fun and creative. But for people who might be new, give us a little blurb about what is Milagro and what are you doing there?
Sure. First and foremost, thank you for having us.
Yes.
Good to be here at Capital One Café. Milagro Center has been around for 27 years as of this year. We are a nonprofit located right off Atlantic Avenue. We serve the most at-risk youth in Delray Beach. We work with them in academic, cultural arts, living values, and mentorship programs. We support them from kindergarten to senior year of high school. And now we've also started an alumni association to help them with their scholarships and working on college applications and getting into college or the military or trade schools. So we are dedicated solely to the children and community of Delray Beach, and we love doing it every day.
And I love that you have looked at the whole picture for the kids. It's not just this or this. You are now taking them all the way into adulthood, really, and setting them up for success in things that are confusing to everybody.
Of course.
So to have somebody in your corner helping you figure out what are scholarships and what are these things, that's a big deal.
I agree with that demographic, with the demographic of kids that they're working with. A lot of their families or a lot of their family members, nobody's really probably graduated high school or been to college, so they don't know that process either. So to be able to provide that service to these kids, they, like I said, they may be first generation kids to go to college.
I always tell Barbara, I'm like, I wish I had that help when I was growing up.
I had no idea. Like, I'm not going to say what school I went to, but they didn't do a good job teaching us about scholarships. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But and I'm pretty sure even ongoing when these kids do go to college, they're going to run into hiccups and everything. And guess what they're going to lean on? They're going to come back and call you guys because you guys have already like fully invested into them. So
Yes.
Of course,
They
we
do.
still get calls from college kids and kids who have been out of college now that we've
Right.
known for the last couple of years, who always say how important it is that they came to Milagro, even if just for tutoring or to make a friend from our mentorship program or get exposure to cultural arts.
how many students right now are
that's
you
the
guys
same thing.
impacting in the program?
On a normal basis, we serve about 150 students.
Wow.
Okay.
About 45 per center. We have 3 centers, a middle school, a high school, and our STARS program, which is our elementary school.
Okay, nice.
Amazing. So what are you doing now? I see really fun shirts. You always have fun branding of everything that's going on there. So what do you have going on now?
So now we have our 3rd annual Good Stock event. It's a free community event, so we invite everybody in Delray to come out. We are gonna feature Crazy Fingers, which is kind of a cult band if you're into
Grateful Dad.
the Grateful Dead.
Oh, there's a lot of deadheads around Delray. I buy these Grateful Dead shirts from my store, and they always sell out. So
Wow.
all of you, we know you're here.
Right.
This is for you.
This is for you. And we're also featuring our kids of Milagro. They're doing a little ensemble, halfway point. So that's really cute to see. And that's one of the programs that we also offer with the music
Right.
for the kids. So
Yeah.
Amazing. And so what does this event benefit at the center? Anything in particular?
It benefits our general programming. Like I mentioned, the programs that we do, cultural arts, academics, and tutoring. So all of the funds that we create from this program go directly towards that. But it's also that we wanted to give back to the community. We don't call it a fundraising event, we call it
Okay.
a friend-raising event.
Oh, I love
To the
it.
community, we're right at it's in our backyard at our Oasis, which is right off Atlantic Avenue. So we know that it's right where the public can come and go. We make it free for everybody, so it's wholly accessible. But we also invite artists to come out. They have their tents. They get to display their work while the band's
nice.
playing, while there's food trucks in the parking lot. So we're doing as much as possible for as free as possible. And yeah, we'll have a great time. I know Delray loves Grateful Dead.
definitely.
They love supporting the arts and supporting their community. So I expect everybody to come on.
Yes.
So if I'm an artist and I want to showcase some of my work, is there a way for me to contact you guys, or what is that process? What do I have to do?
Yeah, you can contact me, but you can also go on our website, milagrocenter.org/goodstock, and you'll find all the information on there.
I think that's really cool. Not only are you helping all of the kids at the center, but you're also helping local artists. And I think that's, a tricky thing, because a lot of times in towns, artists are the first to get ignored and pushed out of town. And so it's amazing to see how you guys are really incorporating them and making them part of your center
Yeah.
also. It's a beautiful thing.
And to look at this event and say, you know what? Guess what? It's free.
Yes.
It doesn't cost you anything. You can
No.
go out and support a wonderful organization. Go out
Bring
and
your
listen to some
kids.
music. Bring your kids. It'll
Bring
be a
the kids,
nice little event.
The more the merrier.
It's not Woodstock. It's good stock. So don't come with that other stuff.
Yeah,
Okay?
no.
It's not that type of party.
So where can people find more information? Because I'm sure there are people that are excited to come and want to know more.
Absolutely. So yeah, right on our website, milagrocenter.org. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, all across social media. So
Amazing.
yeah, the event's February 10th.
Okay.
So coming up here shortly.
Yeah.
right, just 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks.
And
Right
it
around the
starts at
corner.
1 to 5.
Okay. And is there anything else that you want anybody to know about your event or about Milagro in general?
Yeah, if you can't make it to Goodstock, we're also doing a spring gala on May 4th at Lakeside Terrace in Boca Raton. All of the proceeds from that also go back to our life-changing programming, helping Delray Beach's most at-risk youth.
Amazing. Well, thank you guys for
Oh,
all
thank
that
you
you
for having us.
do
Thank you so much.
for the kids and for our community. We appreciate you.
Keep up the great work.
Thank you. They are always doing something fun at Milagro, and it's never a boring event. They always, it's well thought out. They think of ways to involve the community. I mean, I love that they're welcoming other artists as well.
No, I totally agree. I really love the work that they're doing, impacting these kids. Even talking to some of the kids that's in the Milagro Center that's been through the program, it's really been truly impactful.
Yeah.
And going over there, I mean, even there was the guy Corey Jones who was killed by the police officer up in Palm Beach Gardens. He used to come over there to teach music, to little kids over there, teaching them how to play the drums. So they've done a really good job of reaching out to the nearby community to really help the community come in and help the kids that's in their program. So,
And it's important, I think, too, for the kids to see
Yes.
how many people want to come together and help them.
I totally
That they're
agree.
not alone. They have this support system, because especially for a lot of kids who may not have that at home,
Right.
that's a really important factor in their life.
And they create a safe place, and their program is right there ed center in the community, you know, so the kids can go there during their hours and do homework, do things of that
Yep.
nature. So and it's a safe place. So great job to them. All right.
Amazing.
And no further ado, guess what, Delray Beach? Thank you guys for joining us this morning. We love you. Peace out. Have a Delray day. Good. We're done. Good.
I invite you to join me at the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce, because here we're all about community. With like-minded people and businesses, the Chamber will help your business grow, and you get to connect with people that will become your best friends. Weekly events give you ample opportunities to learn alongside talented professionals. At the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce, we are better together. Become a member at delraybeach.com.